Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Obnoxiously Pleasant. What are we talking about today, Lina?
Marriage and the things no one tells you about.
I wish there was a book.
Yeah.
You know, just like a guide, like a person's guide to what happens when you live with somebody else. You choose to live with someone else forever.
But you and I could write a book. I mean, how many years have you been married?
Almost 18.
18. I beat you.
Yes. When I met Lina, when we were in college, Lina was already married. Perspective here.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm not that old. I just got married really young. So we're not going to talk about
24 years.
It hasn't been 24 years. Yeah. Okay. Summertime, inshallah. Anyway, the first thing no one tells you about is that marriage is not always 50-50.
No, it is not always 50-50.
Okay.
But let's say
explain why.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's explain what we mean by when we say marriage is not 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes one person in a relationship is putting more effort than the other.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. Like, it depends, like it's not always the same.
100%.
Right?
But can you give everyone an example of what you mean by like somebody putting in more effort? I have a great example.
Okay, give me an example.
Like, nobody tells you that you might just be the person making dinner every night. Like, that might become your responsibility.
You always talk about dinner. You're like upset about that.
I'm upset about dinner, guys. No, seriously. But like, nobody tells. It's weird, right? Like, we all end up with these roles that we may not have like seen for ourselves.
Does
that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I'm bitter about dinner. I'm not bitter. I make good dinner and everything every day. But
you're a good cook.
It's just a responsibility that I never thought that it would be my responsibility every single day of my life.
And sometimes you don't want to do it. You don't feel like it.
So a lot of times I don't feel like it.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with making dinner. But I mean, we all have those moments.
For sure.
Okay. Number 2. A great marriage isn't conflict free. If someone tells you they never argue, I think they're full of crap.
I think they're full of crap too. I feel like if two people are together for a very long time and they never fight, or you don't know that they fight, you don't have to know that
there's
they fight.
There's a problem.
There's a problem. Someone's doing something.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, people think, a happy marriage is like where you're constantly, laughing and having a good time. No, sometimes you fight. Sometimes you argue.
It's normal. You live with this person.
Exactly.
And you guys are in each other's faces all the time. There's bound to be a moment where you both don't see eye to eye on something.
Absolutely. And I think it's healthy if you are arguing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're talking about like your average arguing, not like all the time arguing, obviously, but like if there's no conflict.
And there's a healthy way to argue too.
Absolutely.
There's if you guys are having a healthy argument where everybody is trying to express how they feel about something, and there's a good mode of communication back and forth. But because arguing a lot can also be like unhealthy, and it could be like not good for your mental health and well-being.
Yeah, but I think if you stop talking, if you're not arguing, sometimes that means you're not communicating.
Yeah, I feel like at that point you've given up on something, right?
And that's a red flag for the relationship.
100%.
The third one, I think, is the person you're marrying. Sometimes you forget that this person is just a person. It's a human being who has their own faults and their own issues and their own trauma and their own history, and they come with baggage.
They do. They come with baggage. Even if you're young when you like meet each other, I still feel like you don't know what this. I mean, some people have childhood trauma. Some people, and it doesn't have to be trauma. It could just be like they were raised to have certain perceptions or beliefs about one thing or the other. And I think you're right. We do totally forget that.
And they're not perfect.
No.
And there's certain things that are going to come up in life, in the course of your life together. Yeah. Some things are going to come up, and you're going to find out things about this person that you really didn't know.
I know.
Until you actually live with this person.
And not like in a way when I feel like you should clarify that. Like, when you say that you're going to find out things about this person you don't know, I don't think it's that they're hiding this thing.
Oh, no. I don't think it's like, they're keeping it away from you. But also, like, there's the issue of family, like the family of the person you're marrying, and all the issues that come with that. And that's not even issues, but there's like a lot of drama sometimes. You got to deal with that. Their friends, sometimes the friends are a factor, and they can like affect.
And I also feel like none of those things become real issues until you and this person are like ingrained together in life. Yeah. And you're literally living together. And then you're like, oh, well, I didn't really notice that before, but now it kind of gets on my nerves. Yeah. Or, it is.
Well, on a lighter, no, like even habits, they're habits. Like unless you're living with this person, you're not going to realize their habits. Like, some habits are just like really annoying. I mean, they just are. Like, thank God my husband doesn't snore, but I think that would be like
But I feel
a
like
major issue for me.
I think, I mean, I get it.
Or quirks or something, like there's certain things.
But then I feel like that goes both ways. Like I have a lot of quirks and a lot of things that I do that I feel like are not socially acceptable.
Like?
I don't know, like a lot of, like, okay.
Tell me. You gotta share.
I'm going to put myself out there, guys. So like my back teeth are really, really tight together. Like there's space in the front, no space in the back. So if a piece of food gets stuck inside, a toothpick is always too big. So I will have to go and find like a really small piece of paper and like fold it up just to get in the corner to get out, whatever. Or like if I don't have floss or something, right? It drives my husband crazy. The other thing that really bothers him is that I will open everything with my teeth. I'm like...
He's do that?
Yeah. He's like...
That's not good for your teeth.
Yeah, and he's always looking at me like stressed. It's just... Yeah, it's
well, what are some things that he does that you didn't realize until you married this person?
Actually, he does do dad jokes. I mean, sometimes they're funny. Yeah. But yeah, but the kids and I, like, sometimes we laugh at him for his dad jokes. But no, he's not really like... He's not like he's not gross at all.
No, he's not. No, I've worked with Mahmoud, so I know he's not gross.
Not gross.
Mahmoud never has lunch though. I do know that about him.
But I do know, but that is because he likes to eat dinner. Like he's a snacker. Like that's his habit, is that he will have lots of little snacks throughout the day.
Yeah.
And then he'll do like he does a solid breakfast and he does a solid dinner and just snacks in between.
Yeah, because when we'd get lunch at work when he was working with me, I'm like, "Do you want anything?" He's like, "Just give me some hummus."
Yeah. That's about it. But you gotta admit, it's good. It's like protein.
No, it is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I mean, like I'm sure, like obviously I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but as much as I like to think that I am,
yeah, of course. I'm sure you have quirks.
I think my thing is like I lose my temper quickly.
Like the other night I was talking to her on the phone and it is the most like disconnected conversation that anyone human being.
I don't even remember.
She was talking to her son and she goes, "Why are you still awake? Go to bed. I love you, okay?" I was like,
yeah, I do love him, but like, he's annoying the crap out of me.
But it was hilarious. The tone changed so fast. It was like, "Why are you still awake? Oh my God, go to bed. Can I have a conversation? Good night, okay? I love you."
Well, he came down to kiss me. So I'm like, okay, I'll kiss him and I'll say I love you. But like, go the hell to sleep. Like, why? Like yesterday, he was mad. He was so mad. Like, this is off topic, but he was so mad at me yesterday. And I'm just like, it is 9:00. Do you know what that means? Yeah. That means mama's done. Yep. That is my limit.
That's the day that I was talking to her on the phone. And
I'm done. Yeah. I'm done. Like, do not speak to me after night. I'm like, especially when you have a long day at work, you're expected to cook, like you said, and then you come home. And I'm like, I already spent time with you guys. Can you leave me
but
alone?
It's the kids and I'm sure it's the kids and Amjad. Like, it's everybody that you're just like, okay, I need my space.
And I don't like to talk a lot.
Yeah.
Just like,
I don't like to talk a lot. You're
and
talking right now.
No, this is different. Okay, I actually enjoy talking.
Yeah.
No, but like the people in my life talk a lot.
So tell me something about Amjad, because I really like her husband. What's a quirk that he has?
There's a lot. Like he's constantly joking.
You know what I love about her husband? That is like it's a double-edged sword. You can't ever say in front of him, "I like this thing."
Oh my God.
Because he will go out, and I guess it is a quirk. He will buy it for you in bulk. But I don't mean like just a little bit. Like we have one friend.
The persimmon story?
Yes,
please share the persimmon story.
"Oh my God, I love persimmons." Next day, it was like
40 pieces.
Yeah, he got like 40 persimmons, and I'm like, she's one person. She's gonna have diarrhea.
Yeah, and not just that. Like one time, I made the mistake of telling him, "Oh, I really like these granola bars."
Yeah. Oh my God.
I still have a picture. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna put it up here.
Yes.
I think it was like 30 boxes of granola. I
mean,
and
it's
this
his
is
way
not
of
a
showing
bad
the love.
thing. It's not a bad thing, but I feel like when he does it, like I'm under pressure. I have to eat this now. I'm just like,
it is. That's what I'm saying. It's a double-edged sword, but it is like the sweetest thing ever, because he's just doing it because he knows like she likes the granola bars, or our friend liked the persimmons, or
that's a good thing. I'm not annoyed
my kids
by
came
that.
over and there was no cookies.
Oh my God.
The kids were all like clamoring with each other over the last like Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, but mind you, we still have like 10,000 other snacks.
Yeah, but they just wanted those Chips Ahoy. He was like, "I cannot believe we ran out of cookies."
Yeah, because he keeps that stuff stocked.
I know.
Yeah. He keeps it stocked. Yeah. Anyway, number 4.
Okay.
I think what people don't realize is that, or no one tells them, like, don't make comparisons about your relationships.
Yeah, but that's it's not just relationships. I think
It's
that
not just
applies
marriage,
to like life.
any relationship.
Yeah, I think
in
it applies
life
to
in
life.
general as well. Like just don't compare. Like for example, like we know we've known each other forever. Our husbands have hung out. Your husband is completely different than my husband.
Completely.
You know, so look, we don't ever try to say, like, I don't ever try to compare Amjad with Mahmoud, and I'm sure you don't do the same thing. No. It's just everybody's different. Everybody's relationship is different, and don't ever
and don't look at somebody and expect that this is what your life is going to look like. And,
exactly.
and like I said, or marriage. But this applies, I feel like, to everything.
Relationship.
Yeah, in any relationship or to your life. Just don't look at anybody else and say like, oh, that's what I'm going to be like when I'm going to get married.
It could cause problems. It is.
It will. Not could. It will.
Yeah, it will cause problems because you need to find. You need to come together in agreement as to how you want to live your life with your significant other.
Exactly.
It doesn't necessarily mean that what you're doing is going to work for me or vice versa.
No.
And like once you go down that road of comparing yourself or your relationship to other relationships, it's not
100%.
Yeah.
But like I said, this applies to every aspect of life.
Yeah. That's true. Number 5, the in-laws are not the enemy.
100%. Yes. And honestly, but I feel like that's like really like cultural for us too. It's like,
think so?
I feel like the concept of like your mother-in-law gets like the word like ilhama. Right?
Yeah.
It's just, or mother-in-law in Arabic. It just has this like automatic like negative connotation. Tell me I'm wrong though.
No, it's not.
And when can I please, like, we will post a poll. I need to know how the people feel about this. Like, how many of you guys before you got married had a negative idea of what a mother-in-law is, right? I think it's because we spend so much time like in movies, seriously.
Monster-in-law, remember that when that came out?
Yeah, and like I said, culturally, as in like in Arabs and Arab Americans or whatever.
I think it's across
all
the board,
cultures,
though.
right?
I don't think it's just limited to
so
Arabs,
everybody, so across all cultures. But I feel like the whole mother-in-law just has like a bad. Like negative connotation.
Yeah. And just like the in-laws, like, they're your husband's family or your significant other's family. And sometimes you have to, like if you love this person, you're going to have to go to certain events.
And at some point, you're going to disagree. Like I look at it as like, at some point, like even your own family, you disagree. You don't have to agree with them on everything. You don't have to have the same beliefs as them. You don't have to have the same, you don't have to have the same feelings as them, but it is just like your family. You don't agree on everything with your family, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just think, there's this negative connotation as soon as you say in-laws or mother-in-law. It's like automatic, like I'll be honest, I've never had an issue with my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Like never, like knock on wood, alhamdulillah, like I've never had an issue with my father-in-law. So but like there's something called respect. I think if you have respect in a relationship, you're gonna respect that these are your husband's family.
But I also feel like that respect is mutual, and that's why you guys don't have a problem. You know what I mean?
It goes both ways, and I just think like a lot of people maybe not a lot, but some people kind of like hear that in-law.
And they're just like, ooh.
And that's it. Yeah. And it shouldn't be like that. Like, I know some people are difficult. I know some in-laws are difficult. Nobody's perfect.
No.
But they are your significant other's family.
Yeah.
And you should kind of make an effort until they prove you otherwise. And, like just don't go into it thinking, oh, God, they're going to be so annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree 100%.
Yeah. Number 6. Kids are no joke. If you decide to have them, you need to make sure you're good with your significant other first.
Yeah, and honestly, like, it's not just that. It's outside of a significant other, and I'll talk about myself. I'm not going to talk about anybody's experience. You have to be prepared for this, like, gamut of emotions that you've never experienced, before in your life. And you have to be prepared to have this responsibility for forever. Like, I don't care even when your kids are adult, like they're still your responsibility, right? You still care about them. The concept of responsibility like changes. But I just feel like when you have children, it's not even about the marriage. At this point, it's like, I have to be prepared to one, like in the beginning, you're trying to keep them alive. Well, first of all, I feel like their entire lives, you're trying to keep them alive, right? You really are. Yeah. But there is this, you have these babies, and like if you're not strong and you're not ready to take care of this, like, and you have all these expectations of your partner that you haven't communicated, it's going to make things go sour.
Yeah, but
like
that's the
really
thing.
Fast.
It's not just about you being prepared personally, but your marriage needs to be strong enough You know, like having kids it's a wonderful experience, but it's not for everybody.
No.
First of all, you need to decide before you get married if you guys
are on the same page about that. Sure.
And the relationship needs to be very strong before anyone considers that. And like also no one tells you how having kids really changes the relationship. You know,
honestly, like I feel like as moms, your focus completely shifts, and it becomes like this balancing act to give time for your partner, for your children, and for yourself. And so I feel like, you have to look to have kids. You have to have excellent communication skills. You have to like directly communicate your expectations, like what you want, what you need, because it is a lot of work.
Yeah, but is it balanced? What you're saying, you have to like balance out your time and energy and effort with your kids and your husband. But like, are men expected to do that?
Yes.
But do they do that as much as women do that? Like I feel like moms sometimes.
Yes and no. I like look. I can't answer that question for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't answer that question for everyone.
It's not the same across the board for everybody, obviously. No. But I'm saying like I feel like we're always playing the balancing act.
Yeah.
Like I feel sometimes, and I'm not generalizing. I'm just saying sometimes the men aren't expected to do as much as we have to do. You know?
I also feel like. Again, I'll speak just about myself. I'm kind of a control freak. And so I kind of not like I could be really easy sometimes. I could be really bad sometimes. But I also feel like I end up being stuck in this space because I want things done a very specific way. And when they're not done my way, then I kind of get annoyed. So over the years, I've had to teach myself to let go of certain things that like, okay, is this going to be exactly where I want it? No, but at least I'm not doing it. Right. Okay. So it's less of having to balance and make sure that I'm doing this and that.
I get that.
And really, I think the most important thing when you have kids and in a marriage, like it's your relationship with your family at that point. Because a marriage, yes, it's between two people. Once you have kids, it's a whole freaking family that's now in that relationship.
Yeah.
I feel like you really have to like, we don't talk about it often, but I feel like as moms, as wives, like partners, you really have to like spend some time on yourself.
Absolutely.
Right? Like you really have to dedicate time to yourself to just feel like
a normal human being.
Not normal, but like you. I feel like the concept of who you are gets lost along the way sometimes.
But this is one of the reasons we did this podcast.
That's true.
This is one of the reasons. Yeah. It wasn't the main reason, but it was one of the reasons. Like we needed our own time.
Agreed.
Like I think that's very healthy. Like you got to do your own thing. You got to take care of yourself and, self-love, self-care, whatever you want to call it. But that's definitely important.
I keep doing all this stuff and then I you know why? And then I keep remembering all the comments that I get on TikTok about why is she flipping her hair? Why does she have her finger in her...
see your nails. You changed them since last time.
Yeah. So it's...
I like it.
Thank you. So it's funny because like those are my quirks. Like I'm a hand talker. I touch my hair a lot. I do all this stuff or whatever. And so I get so many comments on TikTok about that. I'm trying to be like, I'm like overly conscious now. I'm like, do I sit like this?
Just be yourself. Don't worry about it. Whatever. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that? Number 7?
Yeah. Okay. Your marriage will be a source of gossip. Now let me finish.
Okay.
99% of the people you know will gossip about your marriage.
Yeah. I believe that.
Keep your personal business between you and your spouse, and that gossip will have zero impact. Do you agree with that statement?
100 million%.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think the reason my marriage has lasted this long is because we made an agreement. It's because
your husband, Vice President Simmons.
That's true.
He is the fruit king.
Yes.
You never go to Lena's house and she doesn't have fruit.
Or food in general.
Yeah, but it's really like no. But he shines in the fruit and snack department. You know, everybody has an area where they shine. Amjad shines in the fruit and snack department. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. But I'm just saying, for us, we made an agreement in the beginning, and it wasn't really even spoken, but it's just like we keep our business together.
Yeah.
Like don't keep it inside this house. Whatever happens stays between us.
Yeah.
You know?
You mean do keep it inside this house?
Yeah, definitely keep it. Keep it inside this house. Whatever happens between us is between us. No one should get involved. Not your family, not my family. We deal with it as a couple.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's crucial. And I think you're my best friend, right? But I don't tell you everything that happens, right? Like there's some things that need to stay
sometimes
private.
like when we sit there, and I'm in the same boat as Lena, we sit there, we complain, we're like, oh my God, today was so long. Yeah. Everybody is like, everybody is in a bad mood.
And you can be like, oh my God, he's so annoying today. That's fine.
That's fine.
But like there's certain things
that is like literally just for me and my husband.
Exactly. And I think not a lot of people, but some people fall into that. Like they'll share with their sibling or their friend, and then.
But I feel like when you're fighting with somebody and you share the negative things about them, the other person will hate them even when you're like over it. And then when you make up, it's like, oh my God, like, and then you find out things that you shouldn't have found out. You know what I mean? So it's better to just like, unless you're dealing with really a major problem or issue where you're concerned about your safety. I mean, if it's a serious issue, that's different. You need to reach out to someone. But I'm talking about like day to day in a semi-normal relationship. Keep that stuff between you. And I don't think enough people realize that, you know, just your friends sometimes don't have to know everything. Your family doesn't have to know everything, you know. You guys have to deal with it, and then you'll grow from that, I feel. You know? Absolutely.
Are you gonna sing for us today? You usually end up singing one verse or something. Okay, you ready for the
number 8?
Okay. In marriage, you will be tested because shit happens. Okay. It happens to everybody.
100%.
So
I feel like I kept saying 100%. I agree with this. I support this message.
Yeah, and I think sometimes you have to understand that love doesn't conquer all.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. You have to have, and by the way, neither does money. Like money helps and everything.
Absolutely.
But it's not love. It's not money. It's trust. And I'm going to sound really cheesy. It's trust, it's communication, and it's your support of each other during the worst of times.
Yes.
Look, when things are amazing, we're all like happy, go lucky. Yeah. And it's not just, by the way, marriage is marriage. It's any relationship you have, a friendship. When things are good, things are amazing. But it's your support of this other person during a tough time. That's like the test in your marriage. That's when you realize when something is really good or really not, if you're going to make it or not.
Or if someone is the person for you or not.
Exactly.
You know, because we've all been through, and I'm thinking about some stuff I don't want to share, but like some stuff that I've been through. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy is here for me.
Yeah.
You know? So like you realize in those moments
that this person actually cares about you.
Yeah, but you have to understand that, like, you know, it's not a, you know, Hollywood movie. It's not a movie, you know, like marriage.
It is work. Marriage is work.
Absolutely. And I think sometimes, shit will happen and you have to deal with it. And it's not all like, you know, just fun and games. It's not. No. You know, so you got to be prepared for that.
100%.
I think that's it. But I did want to ask you, what's one thing that surprised you about marriage that you didn't realize?
What's something that surprised everything?
No, give me one. Give me one.
What's something that surprised me about marriage? Like genuinely surprised me about marriage?
Yeah. Like you weren't expecting. You just, no one told you. You felt like a slap on the face when you realized like.
That like when I was buying stuff for the house, that like I always thought like guys just like did not care. Yeah. That is one thing up until this day when I'm doing something, when I like get vetoed like really hard on a piece of furniture. And I'm like, why do you care? Do you know what I mean? Like it's something so small, but then I'm like,
but see, you're a good person. Matter? You are a good person, because I'd be like, listen, mofo, this is a red line. It's my house, goddamn it. You have no. I'm just kidding. But like, I would be really annoyed by that. I don't think I can handle that. It's like, this is not your business.
No, but it was so weird for me because I was like, oh, I felt like guys never cared about this stuff. Yeah, but no, he's legit. But looking at my house, which we film at my house, I mean, you can kind of see my style everywhere. Yeah. But it was just the funniest thing. That's like it's something so small, but I was like, oh, you guys actually care.
Yeah. No, I don't allow my husband to have a say in this.
So what about you? What's one thing that surprised you about marriage?
You know, as much as I have a temper, I didn't realize how much I'm going to have to be patient. Yeah. Yes. Right? Yes. Because I'm not a patient person.
Like I'm not. There are moments when you're like, oh my God, ya Allah, please.
Like I'm not. Exactly. Like I am not naturally calm. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh my God, I have to be like sometimes I wish
calm or patient.
Like it's been a long time since I've been married to this guy. So sometimes I'm like, do I need earplugs?
Yeah.
Do I need like I need like some tape to shut my mouth, because like I'm also very like outspoken.
But the best part is sometimes you're like, is it actually, am I the actual
Am I the problem? Am I the problem? Because it's like, you know, nobody thinks, like, especially like in the middle of a fight, you're like, no, I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, I'm like, afterwards, like when I kind of like, maybe I was kind of bitchy.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to like tone it down.
Or my husband goes like, you know, this is just your ego, right? And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't have an ego.
Exactly.
Like, I don't have an ego.
It's like, what are you talking about? Ego? Me? Anna?
Yeah. But the patience part. I'm just like,
no, the best I think also that surprises me is like he always used to tell and he's still to this day when we argue, he's like, you get so defensive. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, right there, exactly. And then I, you know, kind of start the following sentence with, I am amazing and I am beautiful. And he's
like, you actually do that in the fight? You're so funny. I love that.
Like, this is exactly
but see, that's called self-affirmation. Good for you, girl. Hell yeah. Yes, in the middle of a fight. I love that. But you know what? I do something similar. I'm like, I'm going to say it in Arabic, and then you can translate. I'm like, you should salli rakatain li rabbak every day. Basically, that I'm married to you.
You should basically pray to God and thank God that I'm married to you.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're doing self-affirmation.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hamlo jamila. Yeah. That I'm married to him.
Clearly, we're a catch.
Yeah. No, but they're good guys. We have good guys.
What's next, Lina?
That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
That was really cute. I love discussions like this.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it helps some people.
I hope so. And you know what I would love? I would love if you guys listening would just either on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, leave a comment about what you found out, what you were surprised to learn, like about being married, right? Like something that...
What you didn't expect.
Yeah,
something you didn't expect.
Yeah,
but then,
what you didn't expect. I think it would be really awesome.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for listening. If you haven't subscribed, please...
Yes, please.
Subscribe. We would so appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And for everybody out there sending all the love, we see you, we feel you, we thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
You are now our community, and we love that.
Thank you guys.
See you guys next time.
Bye.